Well, Vishnu Deo Sai is set to be the Chief Minister of Chhattisgarh after that crucial CLP meeting in Raipur. And of course, this as over a week, there was a lot of mulling over, there was a lot of brainstorming. And finally, after marathon meetings, well, Vishnu Deo Sai, a prominent tribal face, is set to be the Chief Minister of Chhattisgarh. Joining me now live on the broadcast, Mara Shakil and Anurag Dwari. Anurag, let me go across to you first and ask you a two-part question. One, of course, what actually transpired in the CLP meeting? Was there a complete consensus from the word go? What actually happened? And secondly, what are you hearing as far as the composition of the cabinet is concerned? Of course, it's too soon to sort of predict any of that. But how is the BJP actually going to, balance or factor in the OBC factor? Because, of course, we all remember it had fielded 11 Sahu candidates, and that OBC push was also very clear. But how is the BJP going to balance that?
First of all, let me just update to our viewers that anytime soon he will reach at the Raj Bhavan, Vishnu Deo Sai, and in the CLP meet, in the Legislative Party meeting, first of all, former Chief Minister Raman Singh proposed his name and seconded by the state BJP Chief Arun Sao. So he was the consensus candidate, and he's very close to Raman Singh as well as the RSS. So anytime he will reach the Raj Bhavan, and then the process will start. So far, we don't know about the composition of the cabinet, but it is widely believed that most members of the then cabinet members of the Raman Singh government will be included. Obviously, those who have won in the elections, though, those faces will be included in this cabinet also, as well as the member of parliament who resigned from the Lok Sabha, and now they are the member of Chhattisgarh Assembly. So they will also be included in the cabinet, and it was a consensus decision. I mean, seconded by all the senior leaders of the Chhattisgarh BJP. So there were around 5 tribal leaders in the fray and 3 strong OBC leaders, but the party has chosen a seasoned politician, a seasoned tribal leader from Chhattisgarh to lead the Chhattisgarh government. Back to you.
Right, Anurag, thanks so much for joining us. With that, Mara Shakil is also now with us live. So, Mara, one question that I really wanted to ask you. You have tracked this closely as well. What is behind the BJP's tribal success? Because while, of course, it was about a lot of optics with the Prime Minister at the Birsa Munda statue and the announcement of that 24,000 crore rupee scheme, but it was also a lot about micro issues, with the BJP sort of also talking about, the conversion issue and the sort of fault lines between Christians and tribals, and also taking the welfare schemes to the tribals, something that, a sense that I got in Rajasthan as well. But what do you think is behind the BJP's tribal success? Because finally, the BJP is also giving it back to them with a tribal chief minister.
Yes, that's right. And with this, Vishnu Deo Sai will become the first tribal chief minister of the BJP from the state of Chhattisgarh. Of course, the first one in the ever since the state was created, Vedant, was Ajit Jogi. So, when you talk specifically about what works, I think it is the welfareism and the sincerity with which the BJP has approached various blocks. They are not seen as just, blocks which will vote for them. They are first seen as Labharthis, and which gets converted into vote banks in the due course. So a quick word also on Vishnu Deo Sai, just adding to what Anurag has said. He represents this constituency which is called Kunkuri in North Chhattisgarh. This entire North Chhattisgarh belt was swept by the BJP in recent elections. Home Minister Amit Shah, when he was extensively traveling the state of Chhattisgarh, in fact, any of the journalists would ask him, sir, what do you think are the chances of the BJP? He was one leader who was extremely confident. He said that, all of you will be looking at the results of Madhya Pradesh and Rajasthan, but everybody will be taken by a surprise in the state of Chhattisgarh. And that really happened when the BJP won convincingly the state of Chhattisgarh. What worked for Vishnu Deo Sai is also that he's someone who has worked with the Prime Minister. In the first tenure from 2014 onwards, he worked as a Minister of State. So he understands the governance direction of the Prime Minister, and particularly because this is a young state, It has its own challenges. BJP wants to ensure that this state of Chhattisgarh continues to vote for the party, and it really doesn't really follow that revolving door process. But having said that, some few more words on him. So he is a 4-term MP, a 2-term MLA, someone who has also been a state president. And interestingly, the party has ensured that it is the former chief minister who proposed his name in the legislature party meeting which was held. So that entire transition of the parting or the passing of the baton, Vedant, interestingly, optics-wise, has also happened from former chief minister to now the new chief minister.